So there's a big span of history in here. As you can see, the shelves go all the way down to the end. Okay, so I think I remember coming across a case in the local newspapers, possibly about 1960 or 1961.
You could just put, if you know the name of the person, you could put it in that exact phrase, but...
Okay.
All of us, before we left our country, we have a plan. We have to put a plan. The plan is how many years we will be away from our home. And also, what we want to gain, what we want to bring it back. That was our plan. Plane from Aden to Djibouti, ship from Djibouti to Marseille, France, Marseille to Cali, from Cali by ferry to Dover, and then from Dover to London, London to Staveley, Staveley to Sheffield. That was the journey.
From Bur'o, then again I went to Djibouti, French Somaliland, then that time. It was 1960. And that time, Somaliland was a British Somaliland. Djibouti was a French Somaliland. And then I catch a ship from there called Mr. Jerry through a Suez Canal. And that time it was a war between Egypt, British and America and Israel. Then by the time the ship was going through the canal, the Egyptians working the side of the canal, the laborers, they're doing something, working on the canal. And when they saw French flag, then they used to swear at us. They used to call us all sorts of names.
The Somalis came in UK was First World War with the Royal Navy. Those are the first Somalis came. And then the seamen came afterwards.
I came to Sheffield in 1965. Before that, I used to live in South Wales and Liverpool, and then, anyway, I came to Sheffield. And when I came to Sheffield, I started working in British Steel Corporation.
We didn't know what type of clothes we would wear. We didn't know what type of shoes we should wear. When I came in Sheffield, two things were most difficult: language and the culture. I'm a black, I'm a Muslim, I don't speak English, I don't understand the culture, yet I want a good job. So how am I going to communicate with them? This is one of the hardest. Thin socks. We were buy a shoes, cheapest shoes, because of we're trying to save the money. And then we frozen. We had only one pair of socks. And that pair of socks, when you are walking over the snow, it goes wet. And every night when we come, we have to put next to the fire to dry out. And then the toilet used to freezing. And then you have to boil the water, hot water, to pour in the toilet. It was hardest life. It was hardest. It was hard. It was a struggle. There is a street between West Street and Broad Lane, and that's the C junction of it. When I went there, they gave me a job. I told you I don't speak English, culture, and the job they give me is somebody working on a machine to help him on the other side. And sometimes we used to go outside to bring in lorries, loading of lorries of offloading or loading to bring it in. And you can see the difficulty. So I have to learn every day new words.
Electricians made assistant to electricians. That's what I used to do in Sheffield.
After that, I left to building work. That building work was, if you look at the universities, the towers, those 4 towers, I worked, but before that there was a small maisonettes. I worked there.
Not much. I think we used to get a £10 a week. Much better than Liverpool. Liverpool was £7.
When I was working, I got in £6. Sheffield was very racism when it comes to work. I remember once I was approaching to a factory somewhere, steelwork, not far from here. And while I was approaching, one of the security, they used to call watchman outside, he says like this. At that time I improved the English. And I said, why like this? He said, no work. I said, how do you know I have no work? I'm looking for work. Sorry. So this is the method they used to use.
You can see old one out old no matter what, but Liverpool, the people were more racist in Liverpool than Sheffield. Sheffield was a very nice place. But then again, Sheffield itself. One day I was driving my car and I was coming Salon Square here, you know, where the Prince Forsyth Road. And I stopped my car to ask a policeman standing the pavement and controlling the people. No traffic like that then. So police used to control the people. No pedestrian traffic like those days. So when I stopped my car to talk to the policeman, ask a direction. And another policeman from other side of the road, he just run, and pulled me out of the car. What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? So that's the policeman I was talking to, just amazed, you know. He said, what's the matter with this man? So anyway, that's it. The bit I'm extreme, I remember in Sheffield. Otherwise, Sheffield was a very nice people, very nice, much better wages and a better people in Sheffield.
There used to be small boats. With oars. They call oar those things. Those sticks, oar they call it. I used to go there and I learned how to do it. When I became a seaman, it was one of my tests, and I passed straight away what I learned in Sheffield. Yeah, I passed straight away.
We used to congregate at some time, place called ABC Cinema in Snake Hill or something like that, I think Snake Hill. It was a cinema and coffee bar together. So we used to go there, have a coffee, sit down, and then go to the cinema if you want to. So that's nowhere else to go. But some people, they used to go to pubs. Some Somali people, they used to drink and they used to go to pubs. And pubs closed 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, no pub open after 10 o'clock those days.
There were several young men with us. They have a language problem. So one day they asked me, you speak English now, speak to these girls and let's see if they can go with us to the cinema, ask them. And they have a music, there are machines there. So there I approached them, I have nothing else to say but I said, what's your name? Your name, what's the name? And they started laughing. And when they laugh, my colleagues thinks that I make them to laugh because they understand me. And then again, sometimes I ask me, you go cinema? They started to laugh again and more. My colleagues, they still thinks that because I make them to understand and they're laughing. But it was not, they were laughing at us, not laughing for us, they were laughing at us.
Those days we used to have a very, very classic dresses, good British made clothes. And I used to buy a place called Horn Brothers. Somali people, they always known buying well-dressed people. Always they look, Somali people, they look very, very smart. And we all copy from each other, where you buy that, where you bought that, and then we used to dress very, very nice. We used to make sure we dressed very nice. Nice clothes, nice everything. I started a family in Sheffield 10, which was at that time, there's a big area. Very expensive, very modern, to the standard of Sheffield that time. They were very, people who are the middle class area, that's what it was. The houses which bought by Sheffield University, owned by Somalis. School Road, Crooks, not far from that area. Big houses, Western Bank, that big houses owned by Somalis. Civil war happened in Somalia. Dictator was genociding, killing people. So we campaigned here against the dictator, Siad Barre. We used to go, catch coaches, go to London, demonstrate in front of Somali embassy, call the newspapers, tell us our stories, what's happening in Somalia. Sheffield City Council give them a very, very warm welcome. They give them houses, they really, really treat them very nice in Sheffield, the schools, hospitals, everything. But then again, there's some part of Sheffield which was a completely, absolutely racist, and no black person can live in that area. Me and my wife decided to have a place where the Somali refugees can come and receive help.
We sit together, then we say what we call this, and we put a lot of names. And we finally choose Israac, that means togetherness. People come, it's got beautiful meaning. Israac, that means everybody together.
having a Somali center was really, really good. It still is, amazingly. When the refugees started arriving, they needed a place to come to understand the system that they've never had. So they needed a community or a hub that they can meet together.
Well, Israac means togetherness, and obviously the founding and trustees had a bigger vision, which is togetherness, making sure that nobody's left out, and we all supporting each other, no matter what background you came from or culture, and therefore the needs were still the same, and therefore by coming together and achieving a specific support, as well as supporting each other and making sure that the communities integrate in the wider society and become inclusive.
We are a strong community. Somali people have pushed Sheffield into a wonderful city.
So we became more diverse and vibrant in terms of delivering services and becoming innovative, such as the DMH, Diaspora Multimedia Hub, is providing a very good service, trying to redress the perspective of communities in a positive way.
I feel like I'm lucky to be a councillor in my ward. I'm lucky to be a Sheffielder, and I'm lucky to be welcomed and and challenged at the same time.